Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Covered Color. It's a place where we show you hidden stories of the Bible. In the last episode of this video, I told you one of the many Israelite tribes that live in Africa. That is the Igbo tribe of southeastern Nigeria. Today, let me give you yet another tribe in Africa that you may not know are Hebrew Israelites. And the tribe is the Lemba tribe of northeastern South Africa. You say what? Lemba? Yes. Levite is the corruption of Lemba, as Torah is the corruption of Terah. You didn't hear that. Let me say it again. Levite is the corruption of Lemba, and Torah is the corruption of Terah. Remember the priesthood tribe in the scriptures. That is the tribe that Moses and Aaron and Samuel and other priests and prophets in the Bible came from. It is the same as the Lemba tribe.
Kingdoms of Cush in Africa and Arabia, the Hebrews who didn't flee to Egypt fled south to Dedan, a province of Cush, eventually settling in Yemen before crossing the Red Sea into South Africa.
Concentrated in the shadow of the Soutpansberg Mountains in the far north of South Africa. To the casual observer, they look and live much like any other traditional Southern African community. But if you scratch below the surface, there are some intriguing differences.
Here I am in South Africa, and there are these men wearing skull caps and talit, shoulder wraps. You would see this in any synagogue in America or Israel, but I never thought I'd see it here in South Africa.
I want to find out how these people seem to have Jewish customs. Samuel Moeti is president of the Lemba Cultural Association.
Pleasure.
So, I'll be honest, I came into this village and the first word I heard was shalom,
Yes.
a Hebrew word.
Yes.
How's that possible? How is it that the Lemba are speaking Hebrew?
The Lembas are the original Hebrews, and they were scattered, as you know, and they crossed into Africa. So they were scattered all over. So in South Africa, in many parts of South Africa, you find the Lembas who are actually Hebrews.
Hebrew. So the Lembas claim to be descendants of ancient Israelites?
Not claim, they are.
They are?
They are.
Okay.
We are the original African Hebrew. We are scattered all over.
Can you give me a few examples of some of the Jewish
Yes,
traditions?
we don't partake of pork.
Okay.
We don't mix milk with meat.
It sounds to me like the Lemba have a unique culture surrounded by others who do not practice the same way.
That is correct. We always believe that the Jewish people who live all over the world are our brothers because we come from the same root.
Could it be that the Lemba are a lost tribe of Israel? To answer, perhaps the Lemba's oral history, handed down over the generations, can help us make a connection to the lost tribes of Israel. The Lemba story goes like this. Thousands of years ago, they were forced out of Israel and settled in a place called Senna, which is believed to be the present-day Yemen. There, they lived as traders and craftsmen until war or natural disaster pushed them across the Red Sea and into Africa. Then began a slow migration south. Along the way, according to the Lemba, they built great stone cities. It's a claim that's fascinating. Himmler is convinced that Lemba ancestors did indeed come from the Middle East. I'm excited to get back to the Lemba to see what they make of this. And I've got the perfect opportunity. It's the Lemba's annual festival, and I've been invited. It's hard to believe that these people, who to the casual observer look just like the other African communities they live among, actually do have DNA passed down from Middle Eastern forefathers. This proves that when it comes to race, looks really can be deceiving. This annual festival is a chance for the oral history and traditional songs of the Lemba to be passed on to the next generation. This song tells the story of the Lemba's journey all the way from Israel to South Africa. Having traced this journey, I'm eager to hear what Samuel Moeti thinks about the DNA evidence.
So the genetic testing actually proved to the doubters what you and your forefathers have been saying for generations. That must be exciting news.
It is.
I'll be honest, I hadn't heard of the Lemba. I knew very little about the people. But having spent time making the journey from Jerusalem down through Zimbabwe, having spent time here at this festival, seeing what your people are all about, I can only sum it up in one word, and it's shalom.
Shalom.
We've seen how science has backed up the claims of the Lemba in the face of years of doubt and prejudice. The archaeological clues, the DNA evidence, and the Lemba's own oral history add up to a very convincing argument. It reminds me that first impressions can often be misleading. It was hard to believe that a tribe of black Africans could be the descendants of ancient Israelites. But that's exactly what they appear to be.
Brothers and sisters, they are there. We are not lost. We are scattered. We are original Hebrew.
The man in the video said that they are the original Hebrews, that they are not lost, that they are only scattered. Wait a minute. Didn't the Bible talk about God scattering the Hebrews? Or did the Bible talk about fake and real Jews? Think about it. The book of Revelation chapter 2 verse 9 and Revelation chapter 3 verse 9 puts that in the open, talking about the fake and the real Jews. In Christianity, people have often said that those who belong in the choir department, or those who are Christian or gospel musician, or those who do anything at the altar, that they are the Levites, that is the Lemba. No. The Levites, according to the scripture, they are a tribe. So if you do not belong to the tribe, you cannot be a Levite, as it were. So, but you can only operate in the office of a Levite. Of course, as Christians, we all can. So don't be deceived. Study the Bible for yourself. Read these things, and you will see that the Bible is true. You can only operate in the office of a Levite, as being a Levite is being a member of the tribe, which you clearly not. If you enjoyed this video, let me know what you think in the comment section. Click like and share with your friends. And in subsequent episode, I'll be showing you yet another tribe that you may not think of, that are also Hebrew Israelites. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. I'll see you next time.